What are your expectations for Innoterview 2011?
My expectations this year is the same as I had last year, that the students will perform totally brilliant solutions to this problem that OUH present for us this Monday. And I think we have the chance to really see something that will change some of the institutional things at the OUH. So we'll have more fun in the hospital. The title this year is Playing in the Hospital, so I look forward to see what the students can do.
My expectations for Innoterview 2011 are to see some great ideas, to see some great projects from the students, and to find out what's going to be the most exciting, interesting playground that the students can come up with. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the different designs, and already I've heard so many great ideas, so my expectations are a really high, good quality end project.
My expectations for Innoterview 2011 is that I hope that all the young people here in this institution might find a new way to do something for children in the hospital. I hope they invent different ways to do examine for children, and maybe they can change the way that the children feel when they are waiting in the hospital, in the beds or in the corridors.
My expectations are to see to have a good cooperation between the students and the hospital, and to see some good ideas and maybe some good solutions, and to see a lot of good work from the students in connection with the hospital. So we're looking very much forward to see the results.
I think that there are going to be some new inventions, some creative ideas to solve problems which we might know for a long time but haven't solved yet.
That's a good question. I don't think I've really have any expectations that I've formed yet in my head. I say I think one of these, when I do a workshop like this or involved in something like this, one thing I just expect is I expect the students to take it serious and to be open and to just put different things together than maybe we've seen put together before. So, I mean, at one level I don't really have any expectations about exactly what to get out, but I guess what I expect from an event like this is that, that you get different points of view than we've seen before. So combining, I think a lot of times that's the exciting part, is when we see new things combined together that we haven't thought to combine before. So I would expect to see some of that, yeah.
I expect that the students will come up with some very good ideas for the use in health technology. I expect that the solutions will be available to implement in the coming years. And I expect that the university hospital will be very grateful for these ideas.
You see, I'm hired to talk about the play and all the things which comes up through play when children play and so on, play theory and play issues and so on. So it's my expectation is going on how I can be used and how the students can use me in the best way so they can create a complete, beautiful product.
Well, based on the experiences from last year where we had the same setup and the same event, we have really high expectations to the outcome. We saw last year that the students were able to understand the hospital situation and transfer the demands that we had for new solutions into some really interesting and practical ideas of how we could communicate with our patients. And in the same way this year, where we have set up a new task for the students to create games and amusements for children and adults that are at the hospital, either as admitted patients or as relatives that are visiting the patients. I'm pretty sure that we will get some really exciting suggestions and new ideas out of this week.
Do you think this could increase the interest for health technology?
Yeah, one of the purposes in going into this cooperation with between the hospital and the business academy is that we want to ensure that in the future also the young people that is doing their degree here also thinks that the hospital and the healthcare sector is interesting to work in. Otherwise, it's probably not the first thing that you are thinking of when you are going into web designer or multimedia designer education. It's not hospitals and sick people. It's probably more games and newspapers and things like that. But for us, it's quite important that there's an awareness of that there's possibilities, important jobs to do, and also interesting people to work with in the healthcare sector.
Increase the interest of health technology, but I know also that it's important that we continue working on to document how the technologies are working in the hospital.
Yeah, I think it's definitely part of the one of many things, that can do that. But I think an event like this, and if it can get promoted as much as possible, that this certainly is part of the puzzle of increasing in technology in the medicine world. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that we are all facing a growing population, and we need to find new solutions to these challenges that this will make to us. And I think that the technologies will make it more interesting to go into depth with these problems and technologies.
Can you describe what you see as the best about such an event?
I think that bringing students that probably don't know too much about the health area yet, and the hospital that probably don't know too much about the students' capabilities yet, together at an early stage is the most interesting part. That they sort of create the solutions together. I think that's very unique for Innoterview.
And what is your favorite color?
It's red. It's not a political choice, but it's red.
I think it could put a very good focus on the area. The hospital works quite a lot with technology in connection with health. And I think it's a new area that will increase over the years. And I hope this event could come up with some solutions in this area that we could use in the future. And I think that the focus on playing is very good, because we get to solve some tasks for the patient, but also we get to entertain them and to make being in a hospital a better experience.
Yes, a project like Innoevent can really increase the interest in health technology, because people never want to think about getting sick. They never want to think about being ill or being in the hospital. We just don't think about it every day. And this will really make it, instead of it being a sad or depressing place, can make it be a really happy place where you want to go, even if you're not sick.
Well, definitely. First of all, with all the people who are involved in the problem solving themselves, and then certainly for all the people who get to know about that, so the audience.
Yeah, the main thing is here that I have 250 students that actually go in and work on this area to see if they can do some innovation. And what I can see is they think totally odd and different compared to the things I heard from OH, the hospital. The main thing is that the students now present something where they combined playing with health. That means patient security and stuff like that. All that is combined into some strange ideas we never have seen before. So I really think they do a lot of difference to healthcare technology.